In this segment, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Camp Chef Deluxe Cook Oven with Grill. We're going to go over some of the features, a little bit of the safety about it, and when we're done and fire this up, we're going to throw in a very nice looking turkey and cook that today. So I'm going to go ahead and put the disclaimer out right away. Do not use this indoors. It puts out a lot of carbon monoxide and you're probably going to get sick from it. But the reason we're doing this is because in the back of the cabin, the window lines up perfectly with the stove, and I've got it open and the front door open, so we got quite a bit of airflow. So let's take a look at the features real quick. You see the handles broke off. I bought it at a scratch and dent sale. It doesn't hurt the performance of the stove either. The rack there. You can actually add another rack right here on the other side. Open up the bottom. Down there you've got the burner. And it's really easy to clean. Got the knobs for the oven, the grill, and the other burner on top. It's got a temperature gauge, which doesn't work very well. Here we have a very nice grill on top. And on the other side, we got a very nice burner, and all this comes apart for real easy cleaning. And we can set this up. It makes a perfect little windbreak, but since we're not going to be using the top of the stove today, we're not going to really worry about that. Now here on the back side, here's the vent. This lines up perfectly with the window. And it gets really hot back there, so you want to keep it at least a couple foot away from anything that's flammable. And then here's a hookup for the propane tank. Let's go ahead and hook that up right quick. Very simple. It's kind of like a compression fitting. And we're going to check the seal too, make sure it's not cracked. The seal looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and screw that on. Just finger tight. Don't tighten it up with any pliers or anything. It really doesn't need it. Let's go ahead and put the propane cylinder on there. Take the safety cap off. Check in there, make sure there's no dust or dirt. Now, be very careful when you put these on not to cross thread the cylinders. One, it'll cause a leak, and two, it'll screw up the valve. Put that on there finger tight. I'm going to give a real quick leak check somehow. Okay, we're good. The only thing I don't like about it is the way the bottle sits on here. If you notice, it kind of hangs off the back. So you got to be really careful when you're using this not to hit it against anything. Now, if you notice at the back, lines up great with the window, like I said, but for extra safety precautions, I'm going to throw a board right there to help protect the drywall. And excuse the mess, we're kind of in the middle of remodeling the cabin down here, and you know how that goes. Okay, we got that there. Now we're going to go ahead and fire the oven up. Basic's real simple. Turn that, hold it down. Hang on there. Click it a couple times. There we go. We're going to hold that in until it heats up, then release it. It's ready. And as a word of advice, we're going to go ahead and let this heat up all the way and then back the temperature down. That way it heats the oven up evenly. Because if you do it by the, like I said, the gauge doesn't work worth a crap. So what I like to do, simply going to throw this in here real quick. And we'll check that here in a minute. Okay. Alright, we'll just demonstrate the top burner. See how easy that turns on? Put it on the grill. But we're not using that today, so we're just going to go ahead and close this up. Now, another safety thing, do not store your propane next to the stove, just in case. And do not put anything on top of the stove, because like I said, this gets really hot. Now I want to show you the differences in the gauges, if you can see that. This one here says 350, and the bottom gauge says 325, so they're about 10 off. We're going to go ahead and throw that turkey in there. I think we're about ready. Take a look at the turkey before it goes in. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Word of advice, this handle gets freaking hot, so be very careful. Use a towel or a pair of gloves when you grab that. Get that turkey in there. Put our gauge back in there. Now you're going to want to watch this for a little bit for temperature change. For about the first 10 minutes, it takes a while for the stove to even out. After that happens, about every half hour to 45 minutes, we're going to rotate the turkey, because the front gets a lot higher than the back for some reason. So we're going to want to do that to get it even. As you can see, the turkey's doing really great in the oven. And the differences between the gauges, this one says 300, and if you look up there, that one says 375. And we've already rotated the turkey a couple times now. And I've already got the eggs on for a boil. You can see the turkey's coming along quite nicely. We're going to go ahead and rotate that around. Can I rotate around? That's my girlfriend's hands right there, see that? And looks like the eggs are done boiling there. Go around and check the propane tank. And we're a little bit under half on there, and we got a couple more hours to do. Well, it's been about 6 hours, and I'm pretty sure the turkey is done. We checked the temperature earlier, and it's right about 180. So we're going to go ahead and pull the bird out. Yep. We're going to let that rest for a couple minutes, talk a little bit more about the stove. Now we're going to shut it off before we pull the tank off and let it cool down, because you don't want to pull that propane tank off while it's still warm. There's a possibility of it blowing up on you. So let's just go over a little bit about the stove. It's on the top burners. It puts out about 7,500 BTUs. Down here in the oven is about 300 or about 3,000 BTUs. And the top grill, which is over on this side, is about 5,000 BTUs. It's not a bad little unit. We've used it 6 hours. And I want to say we probably got about 1/4 of the tank left on propane. I'll show you here in a little bit how to check that. So that is one good looking bird. We've let the stove cool down for a little bit now. We're going to go ahead and pull the tank off the back. Simply just unscrew it. Now I think we got about 1/4 of a tank left. The best way to tell is put your hand on it, and as you're feeling it, the colder it is, that's where more of the propane is. So if it's real cold down at the bottom and frosted, it means you need about 1/4 of a tank. Halfway up is usually half a tank. That's the best way to tell on these. And definitely I'm checking to make sure it's not leaking before we seal it up. All in all, I want to say the Camp Chef stove with the oven and grill is a great little piece for your camp kitchen or around the cabin. As always, thanks for watching. Oh, we're going to open the turkey up and see how moist it is. Look at that. That is one moist bird.